and we'll swap it on over. So we should be ready here shortly, so enjoy the next run.
Alright, I'm ready. Alright, hello everyone, not using the bathroom. 3, 2, 1, go. So, the game begins with an earthquake has occurred, and our brave explorers must explore the earthquake to see what is causing it. So this is a fixed encounter, I just want to run from it. If things go horribly wrong here, I'll just reset. That's not that horrible, but if I do have to, then don't worry about resetting the timer. Very minor, and it's looking pretty... Okay, that's good enough. Alright. So here, I'm gonna get a potion that I'll use right about now. And the reason I use this is to skip an encounter I would otherwise get on the next tile. It's a feature used extensively in the other categories, but in this one, that's actually the only use it gets. So here, I'm going to use this item. It's called a Southwind in the unofficial patch. It's an ice damage item that I'm going to use on this boss coming up. And this boss is really what makes or breaks the run. It can deal anywhere from about, I think, 17 to 90 damage, and the land turtle has 120. So, let's see how it goes. Alright. So I'm just going to use the Southwind and then just keep attacking. Alright. I don't want my first two guys to die, I just said one of them died, but if they do die, I can just revive them. The other two can die, they don't matter. So that's the land turtle. Alright, and we're gonna talk to the crystal, who can talk to us, and... unskippable title sequence. So anyway, this is Final Fantasy III. This was released on the Famicom in 1990. This took the job system that was in FF1, but expanded upon it. So much more. There's still some limitations. It's not the full freedom that FF5 has, but still a very good game, although there are some major balancing issues. But we won't be seeing any of that. As you can see, that estimate is not deceiving you, as much as everyone in chat loves to joke about 10 hours, 10 years, it is actually 10 measly minutes. And yeah, poor Refia, before she was even named Refia. She's not important to the credits warp, though, thankfully. Oop, I just spoiled what we're doing. I'm a bad commentator, spoiling the run. Ooh. Alright, just a few more screens of text. And we will be on our way. Be ahead on our way. Well, they're not Onion Knights yet. They're just Onion Kids right now. It could become Onion Knights, but we won't see that. So, we're finally leaving Altar Cave. Just to re-enter it, we need to go back to get some cash money. And just sitting here in this room is 2,000 gil. Ooh. And we're going to use this to do what every brave explorer must do on the beginning of his journey, and that's go shopping. And I need to pause there to set up the warp. And old lady RNG, not too kind. So here I'm going to buy a potion, 2 eye drops, and 2 antidotes. Oh, whoa. And then I need some entertainment in my life. I'm very bored. I need to enjoy myself while I can, so I'm going to play the piano. They applaud for me, but I stopped them. I don't deserve the applause. I'm just a mediocre pianist. Alright, now we need to defend. Can't just be naked, so I'm gonna buy 20 shields. I think that's more than adequate. All the NPCs getting in my way. And then I need to deal some damage, so I'm gonna get a sword here. What? What happened? Hold on. What actually happened? Something happened. Okay, I can just sell that. That was weird. Sorry. Not used to the menuing here. Sorry about that. Okay, what I meant to buy was that sword and then 20 daggers. And then I need to just sort out my inventory a little. And then I want this guy to just defend. It's funny, I'm using my good controller. Anyway, here. Counter. Alright, so I'm just gonna throw the dagger here, and then I'm gonna let him attack. Actually, nah. You know, I'm not entirely too sure what to do here. I think he's just a lost soul who needs a little guidance in the world. Chat, can you help him out? What should he do? What should he do? He doesn't know what he wants to do. Maybe you guys can help. Still doesn't know what he wants to do. You're not being very helpful, chat. Come on, step your game up. We got some good suggestions now, don't worry. You're doing good, chat. I think maybe he'll actually take your advice a bit. He's just a little kid, an onion kid. Why onions, I'm not sure. But I think he's finally going to make a decision. And that decision... It's beat game time, by the way. Okay, so what actually happened. So, I bought all those shields and daggers, and when I de-equip them in the battle, for whatever reason, instead of going back into the slot I already have, they just go back into their own slot in the inventory. And you can keep doing this even after the inventory is filled up, so the game, because it can't put it in the inventory, will just put it into the next bit of memory, which is the job for the first character. So you do that, and you just corrupt the job, gives you a whole bunch of weird commands. Most of them will just crash the game, but some of them will warp you to the credits. Interesting thing that it does here is it actually skips the second part of the ending, so no more text to be mashing, thankfully. So the timing method makes sense here. But, that's Final Fantasy III. Thank you for having me. I hope you enjoyed what is tied for shortest run in the marathon. It's kind of a mediocre run, but what can you do?